Hello, everybody. This is Gerald Celente, and it's Thursday, August 7th, 2025. And happy to be alive. Yep. But of course, if you're living in Gaza, you're happy to get some food. What a fucking shit show. Where's the outrage? Hey, Pope-a-dope, we got your White Sox hat on. How come you're not over there stopping it? And all you Quakers, you dying in an earthquake? What a bunch of phony religious freaks. Oh, and they don't like my language. Fuck off. I want to make this straight to everybody. Get this in your head. I'm a Napolitano, and I'm born in the Bronx, all right? 1946, at the height of America, the height of America's spirit. Ain't no place, nowhere like the Bronx. You got it? You got it, you little fucking dicks that don't like my math. Oh, we don't like your language. Oh, I got this guy, a little fucking scumbag. I'm going to read this. We are losing subscribers like crazy. That's right, because, hey, Alex Jones took me off. Oh, I won't bend down to anybody. Not Trump, not Musk, not anybody. And I come out against the genocide. I told you about that little cocksucker, Hunter. Greg Hunter. Greg Hunter. Yeah. Oh, Celente, you must say everything that I... Fuck off. Don't tell me what to do. I said enough. And then this little prick, he said, don't you contact me anymore. And he keeps sending me emails. Hey, fuckface, you can send me emails, but I can't send you any. So now I got this other email. You ready? Oh, by the way, don't subscribe to the Trends Journal for $2.79 a week. Subscribe to the Toilet Paper Record, the New York Slime. Not one article from yesterday's or today's New York Times that was trend-worthy. New York Times revenue jumps 9.7%. Right? The company added 230,000 digital subscribers in the second quarter. It now has nearly 12 million total subscribers. Yep. Fucking magazine can't come close to the Trends Journal. Not even close. Oh, anyway, here's an email I got. I'm not going to say his last name. His first name is Lou. Lou, screw you, Lou. And I'm going to email him and I'm going to tell him I'm going to use his last name, but not right now. He goes on to say, I said I dropped the subscription because of your foul mouth and negative thinking. Oh, negative thinking? Foul mouth? Hey, fuckface, when you're killing somebody, slaughtering children in front of your eyes, women and children, and bombing their houses into ruin, that's not foul language, you little ballless dick. Anyway, he doesn't hold all the truth. Hey, okay. But speaks like he's some type of an authority. Enough is enough. I wrote back to him. I don't hold the truth. Tell me where I am not holding the truth. Foul mouth? No, shithead. It's proper language to express anger of killing innocent people, robbing us of our money to do it, etc. Again, show me where I am not speaking the truth. Oh, as a trend forecaster for 45 years, I'm not an authority. Hey, fuckface, trend tracking, far better than Megatrends, Time Magazine. Trends Journal, international bestseller. Authority? You mean the little scumbags that you look up to, that you call authorities? The little scumbags still in kindergarten? Authorities. I'm not an authority. Right? Yep. I know you suck up shit from politicians and all-life bureaucrats that you call politicians. Those are your authorities, right? He writes back to me, my, you are not able to respond to an email without having a foul mouth. Fuck off, you little dick. It's not a foul mouth when you call me out with your lies. Got it? Got it? Anyway, then you call names. I'm calling you the little prick that you are. But going on, when you know nothing about my political thoughts, I could give a fuck about your political thoughts. You are very thin-skinned. Oh, yeah? I'm thin-skinned? Okay. Over my simple expression. I wish you well. Not a foul mouth. It's proper language and people are being slaughtered. And I could give a shit about your political thoughts. I am a political atheist. I don't believe in the political crime syndicate. And you being the ballless little prick who says I am not telling the truth, as I said, tell me the truth that I'm not telling. We are losing subscribers. I'm getting blacklisted from everybody because I'm coming out against the violence, stealing our money. Get to work. I want your money to give to Israel to keep killing people. I want your money to keep giving to Ukraine to keep the war going. I want your money to give to the military-industrial complex and my buddies. I'm the president of the United States. I'll tell you what to do. Bend down and take it up you know what. And going on to the markets, what happened today? Dow up, Dow down. It was up more than 300 points, fell 224 points. S&P lost 0.8%. Blue chip Dow way down. It was Caterpillar shares were down, blah, blah, blah. Oil prices. This is what they wrote in CNBC. Pairing gains after the Kremlin announced that Russian President Vladimir Putin will meet with U.S. President Donald Trump in coming days. Raising ends for a diplomatic end to the war in Ukraine. It ain't going to end. Here's the deal. There's no fucking way that Russia's going to give back what they've taken over. They got 20% of Ukraine that they didn't have before. They're not giving back Crimea. They had an election in Crimea, by the way, and over 96% of the people voted to leave the Ukraine area and go back with Russia. They're not giving it back. There's not going to be a peace deal. Just like you heard the fucking shit coming out. How many fucking weeks? It's in your Trends Journal about Trump saying there was going to be a peace deal in Israel. Remember that? Oh, you mean the peace deal that Israel broke in mid-March? All in your Trends Journal, but we won't talk about that. You're not allowed to. You're an anti-Semite. Oil prices, right? Bitcoin. Bitcoin jumps as Trump is set to sign an order that allows cryptocurrencies for 401ks. Yep, it's at 117K per coin. We told you this. We wrote it week after week after week since Trump got elected, that Bitcoin was going to bounce and Trump's going to do everything he could do to get it because he, his family, his friends, his political team are in the game. Kadish? You don't have to be a brilliant guy to figure this out. Trump's all about the money, the bottom line. Oh, and the $100 million he got from the crypto club, plus the tens of millions of dollars that he got from the crypto guys and girls for his inauguration. So it's going to keep going up. And as shit's going down, gold's going up. It was up some $26 today, selling nearly at $3,300, almost $95 an ounce. $3,394.90. Yeah. We told you it was going to go up. It's gone up. Oh, I don't tell the truth. Hey, fuckface, I forgot. Oh, yeah. Ready? Again, all about the club. Wall Street Journal. Big firms start to see tax law windfall. No shit. No shit. No shit. But then, article from the Telegraph. Trump's redneck recession hits the working class base the hardest. Despite stock market highs, the U.S. president risks losing base that voted for you. You don't give a shit about that. The facts are all there. The rich are getting richer, and all we are plantation workers of Slavelandia. End of story. And there's an article here in the Wall Street Journal today. Trade war causes economic ripple, no quake. It's true. So far, the facts, the inflation hasn't gone up the way it is. And I know, again, I can't stand Trump's genocide support. But again, people hate me for supporting tariffs. I want jobs back to America. When we had manufacturing jobs, and again, you only look at the data, the jobs that are being created, they're in healthcare, social services, hospitality sectors. They pay shit. So I'm in favor of bringing jobs back. But anyway, the most recent inflation reading showed consumer prices rose 2.7% from June from a year earlier. That was faster than May increases of 2.4%, a sign that tariffs boosting prices of some goods, the economy said, but the impact so far has been milder than many predicted. And again, it's going to get worse. There's going to be dragflation. You're going to see the economy's going down and inflation going up. But again, if it happens in the long term, it could happen. The U.S. government has collected $127 billion in tariff revenues so far this year, about $72 billion more than it had at this point last year. So it's helping. But then they go on to write that it's still a long ways to go. Yeah, but it's getting there. So it's a positive. Feeble corporate investment putting global growth in danger, OECD says, or warns. This is from the Financial Times. Net investment across OECD nations has dropped from 2.5% of GDP before the 2008 crisis to 1.6% of the GDP for median country, with the pandemic delivering a further blow. Anyway, it's going down. It's going down. There's going to be a global dragflation, declining economic growth, not stagflation, and rising inflation. Brazil tariffs take effect. That's right. They, based on shipments to the U.S. last year, the tariffs would apply to some $14.5 billion, or 36% of the country's exports to the U.S. The 50% tariff, that's going to bring up prices of coffee and other goods. But the most important thing is the world has had enough of the United States hegemony. The death of the dollar has begun. The BRICS are going to unite to do away with the dollar. And there's going to be a gold standard. And when you get the gold standard, you're going to see gold prices rise. Let's go back. The dollar is having its worst year since 1973. What happened in 1973? They took us off the gold standard. Oh, in the Yom Kippur War, when the Middle East nations cut off oil supply to the West. We're having the worst dollar year that year. We're going to go back, not us, but BRICS, to the gold currency. And that's going to drive the price of gold up to new highs that we haven't seen. ECB faults China for job losses. That's the Wall Street Journal. Economists at the central bank said between 2015 and 2022, 240,000 jobs had either ceased or existed in Europe because of the competition from Chinese manufacturers. Hey, fuckfaces, you did it to yourself. Remember when that scumbag, arrogant prick that's worth now about $150 million, that wasn't worth a fucking penny, a guy from Arkansas, Slick Willie Clinton, brought China into the World Trade Organization, and all you scumbags, manufacturers, went over there, not all of them, but a lot of them, to get the cheap labor to make this stuff so you can make more money, and gave China all the heavy industry and high-tech capabilities they never had before. You caused the problem. You got it. You got it. No, we can't talk about that. Not allowed to. Yep. One after another. Germany, factory orders slip outside Eurozone. No shit. But that little scumbag, an arrogant fucking prick, hi, Mertzu, I'm from BlackRock, borrowing $1 trillion to build up their military as the economy's going down in recession for 2 years and heading for another one. Oh, we're building our infrastructure so we can hold the tanks. Yeah, all right. What else? OpenAI issues free models to keep China rivals at bay. OpenAI has released its first open artificial intelligence model since it launched ChatGPT as the $300 billion group attempts to quash rising competition from rivals, including Chinese startup DeepSeek. That's from Financial Times. Ain't going to happen. China's going to lead the world in AI. Again, going back to Slick Willie Clinton. I didn't have sex with that woman, Monica Lewinsky. She only sucked my dick. Yeah, that guy, that arrogant fuck that brought China into the World Trade Organization and NAFTA. Get your jobs out of America. Bring down the cheap labor over there in Mexico. Okay. Going back. Before Clinton brought China into the World Trade Organization, 10% of Chinese 18-year-olds went to college. Now, almost 70%. They're going to lead the world in AI. There's going to be a dot-com bust. Dot-com bust 2.0. Chinese exports growth in July sharply beats markets, CNBC. Climbed 7.2%. That's right. Less coming into the United States, more going into Europe, more going into Asian nations, and more going into South America. Trump punishes India for buying Russian oil by doubling 25% tariff. Yep. Doubling it. India is going to keep buying oil. I did an interview on Russia today with Sanchez and talked about this a lot. Only 2% of India's GDP comes from exporting products to the United States. They don't need the United States. It's 1.4 billion people. They're becoming more and more self-sufficient and self-sustaining, just like China is. 1.4 billion people versus 347 million in America. You don't have to be smart to figure this out. What else we got here? Israel escalating plans involve the ethnic cleansing of Gaza City and Gaza's central refugee camps. This is by Dave DeCamp from antiwar.com. The Israeli government plans to escalate military operations in Gaza involving the ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian civilian population of Gaza and Gaza's central refugee camps, according to Israeli media reports. Ynet reported that Israel plans, quote, to push the civilian population out of the area and direct them to the south in an effort to prompt them to leave, end quote. Oh, you remember Trump's little son-in-law, Jared Kushner? Yeah. Go back to your Trump's journal, March 2024. It's very valuable waterfront property, he said. Let's put him into the Negev desert. And that's exactly what they're doing. Yeah, this is the Kushner that Netanyahu used to stay with his mother and father in Jersey when he used to come here sometimes, right? Oh, don't get angry about that, Celente. Let him push him out. Hey, they're the chosen people. What's wrong with you? And shove that chosen fucking shit up your ass. Oh, I'm just a guinea from the Bronx. I forgot. Fuck you. I don't want to hear it. And again, Naomi Wolf, a Jewish woman, said that chosen people crap. That's all it is. That's not her language, but she made it clear. God chooses the people that live in the spirit of God. It has nothing to do with religion. Oh, and that little guy, that clown boy, get this in your head. Thin-skinned, I'm a warrior for the Prince of Peace. You got it? Unlike you phony fucking evangelicals who call yourself Christians. Hey, how about thou shalt not kill? You forgot that one? Times of Israel reported that Netanyahu is set to convene his security cabinet at Thursday, 6 p.m. So it's happening now. We'll see what happens. Netanyahu hosts 20 AIPAC-sponsored House Republicans in Israel. Get Randy Not So Fine, the little fat scumbags over there, one after another, selling out America for Israel. Could you believe this shit? It's just like we do for all the other countries that we want to. I'm an American. Again, I launched Occupy Peace. We're having a peace rally September 27th, Kingston. Judge Napolitano, Scott Ritter so far. We're going to start at 2 p.m. Close all the bases overseas. Bring home the troops. Secure the homeland. Cut this military budget. Rebuild our rotted infrastructure and third world roads and AmCrap. Investigative report exposes Microsoft's support for Israel's war crimes in Gaza and the West Bank. Important article in the World Socialist website. Facts are all there. They're in bed with them. Israeli forces kill 135 in Gaza over the last 24 hours. Who cares? You ready? Large majority of Israeli Jews untroubled by reports of famine in Gaza, poll finds. They could care less because they're hardly reporting it. So there you got it. Support us. We're supporting you. The more subscribers we have, the more we can do. And thank you, all you people that are donating to Occupy Peace. We can't do it without you. So please donate what you can. If we don't have peace on earth, it's going to be hell on earth. We got a bunch of freaks running the show. And don't forget to listen to the video I did yesterday with Judge Napolitano, a real man that I want to see as president of the United States. Thanks for tuning in.